Okay, we're going on both. We are here. We are live on Instagram and Facebook. I see it. It's happening. Okay, we Gucci. All right. I think we good. Just gonna make sure. Okay, that's going. We're up over there. It's happening. Okay. Hi. As people are logging on and people are watching the replay, I almost tapped my computer screen like it was an iPad, and that's not how that works. So we click that. I'm just going to make sure that the Facebook feed is going. Cool, it is. Hi, peoples. If you can hear me and see me, give me like hearts in the on Instagram or a like on Facebook, just so I know that we are good. Oh, is this how she did it? Okay, so I was trying to figure out how to add filters to a live video, and now I figured out how I can do it. Oh, you guys don't even know how happy this makes me. Favorite! Okay, I figured it out. Cool, we good. We good. Ah, what just happened? Am I blurry? Whoa. Whoa. You guys, what did I do? Okay, never mind. Hi. All right, so I'm just going to leave it alone right now. I think, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, we're just going to like that. So basically, today, we are going over the consequences of self-doubt, overthinking, and procrastination. This is a huge one. This one is super close to my heart, and I want it to help you too, essentially, because it is something that can really, really hold you back in your life if you are staying stuck in those thought patterns, right? If you are doubting yourself constantly, or you're procrastinating because nothing's ever the right time, right? I'm going to tell you how to get out of that, and then basically the consequences of why and like what happens. So let's get going right into it. So self-doubt, right? If you were a competitive athlete, you typically strive for your best, right? Which can be a blessing and a curse. But if you don't win or something goes unexpected, right, you could start to have doubts. And what happens when we end up doubting ourselves? We show up smaller, we hide, we take less risks, we don't help ourselves or others. So in the comment box or in the comment section, I want you to tell me, how has doubting yourself held you back in your life? Like, what opportunities have you missed out on? What things have you sacrificed? What things haven't happened because you've doubted yourself? Tell me in the comment box. I want to see some of this stuff coming in, because I know everybody, this happens to everybody, but it happens to everybody differently. So tell me how doubting yourself has held you back at some point in your life, right? For me, it has been like people aren't maximizing their full potential. People aren't getting to the full capacity of like what they could actually accomplish in this life, because I have in the past doubted myself and not been able to share that. Or I could be way stronger, way fitter if I didn't doubt my abilities or to do something, right? So I want to know what people have to say. And you can DM me if it's too personal, but I would like to see somebody say something about how doubting yourself holds you back in your life from certain opportunities, makes you sacrifice certain things. Hi, Mary. And I want you to see, like, can you see how much potential you have left sitting on the table by doubting yourself, by constantly staying in these thoughts of self-doubt, right? Moving on from self-doubt into procrastination, right? Stop using excellence as an excuse to procrastinate. Say it again. Stop using excellence as an excuse to procrastinate. There is no perfect time, and you may delay, but time will not. Time will not stop. Time will keep going, right? But if you procrastinate, you're just waiting and waiting and waiting, and nothing ever gets done, and then you wonder why you're not further along or not where you want to be. You haven't done anything, right? A year from now, you may wish that you had started today, as Karen Lamb says. Think about that. In a year from now, imagine where you want to be and what your life would be like, right? And hopefully you're going to be taking the steps to get there. But in a year from now, if you've still procrastinated and stayed in this self-doubt and this overthinking mindset, you could look back at today, exactly today, and be like, I wish I had started today, right? A year from now, you may wish you had started today. So why not just start today? Because I do not want you, this is actually something that's in one of my favorite books, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. Do not wait until you are on your deathbed to realize the meaning of life and the precious role that you have to play within it, right? So do not wait until you are literally gone or waiting for death to realize everything that you could have done, right? With just taking a step. Whenever you think of something, do it. Do you see how serious these consequences can be? Give me a thumbs up in the chat or give me hearts if you see how serious these consequences are. If you're staying in that self-doubt, if you're constantly procrastinating because something is not the right time or you don't feel good enough or something is just you're not ready yet, right? You're not ready yet. If you agree with me, let me know. Thumbs up or give me hearts. Thank you. So moving into the overthinking portion, which is the really, really fun portion, especially for ladies, any ladies we have here. This comes from another one of my favorite books called The Four Agreements. Hi, Shannon. I miss you. Right? I'm attacking you. Yeah, I hope so. I hope you feel triggered so that you take action. I want you to feel offended. I want you to feel like, wow, she's talking directly to me, because it's time for me to kick it into gear. I need to get my stuff going because I am built and I am created to be so much more, right? Stop using excellence as an excuse to procrastinate. I love that one, right? So when we're going into the overthinking now, I believe it's the second agreement of the four is don't make assumptions, right? So this is what it says. Find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings, sadness, and drama. With just this one agreement, you can completely transform your life. And the reason that it's, don't make assumptions, right, is because when we make assumptions, we are creating such drama and turmoil in our own minds when literally somebody else could not be thinking that, or they cannot be experiencing that, or that is, yeah, I know, this one I'm really, really amped up about. Thank you. Because, I know I experienced this in dating, hella experienced this in dating, where you make up all these stories, but you choose these thoughts to be truthful, and they are not necessarily. That's what overthinking does to us. It just creates assumptions, and we make the assumption, it's continued from the Four Agreements, we make the assumption that everyone sees life the way we do. We assume that others think the way we think, feel the way we feel, judge the way we judge, and abuse the way we abuse. This is the biggest assumption we humans make, and this is why we have a fear of being ourselves around others. Because we think everyone else will judge us, victimize us, abuse us, and blame us as we do ourselves. So even before others have a chance to reject us, we have already rejected ourselves. Whoa, right? I freaking love that book. Okay, it's called The Four Agreements, so jot that down somewhere. The Four Agreements, it's like $7 on Amazon. But it literally is life-changing. I read that in 2015, and it totally changed the game for me. So give me hearts if you agree with that. Don't make assumptions, right? So we've gone over, all right, the consequences of self-doubt. We've gone over the consequences of procrastination. We've gone over the consequences of making assumptions, right? You basically create an alternate reality in your mind, and whenever you're in that overthinking or worrying, you're suffering twice, right? Because you're suffering in your head with the turmoil you've created, and then when that situation actually happens, you're suffering again because you feel almost embarrassed or ashamed that maybe it's not the way you thought it was going to be. So why not just get out of it? And I'm going to teach you how to get out of it here, but before I do that, I wanted to say something else, and it might have just gone poof. Yep, it's gone forever. Oh, no, I found it. Got it. So, and I've talked about this before. It's the difference between fear and faith, right? And Tony Robbins, thank you. I did a different thing today. And Tony Robbins talks about this too, but it's Fear is the mind unguided, right? So fear is totally all the what ifs and the thoughts and the fear and overthinking and just everything, all the undirected things that your brain can do, right? And then faith is belief. You've got certainty, right? So does anyone know what fear and faith have in common? Give me your guesses in the comment box. And I don't know if we've got... Yay, Connie says, where there is fear, there's no faith. When I do have a thought, I'm kind of weird when it comes to me doubting myself, because I'm a pretty out there type of person. But when I do have the thought, I kind of feel bad if I don't do the things I told myself to do. Yeah, so you feel like you're letting yourself down, almost your own expectations, because you're like, oh yeah, I can do that, or I want to do that, and then you don't do it, and you end up making yourself feel bad. Belief, interesting. That's an interesting guess, right? So actually the difference between fear and faith is that they're both about the future, right? So you can't be afraid of the past. It's already happened. And you're currently in the present. You feel safe. You're already here. And faith, same thing, right? Fear and faith are both about the future. So you have the choice to either be fearful of the future and have all the unguided, misdirected self-doubt, overthinking, procrastination, or you can choose to have faith that everything is meant or happens for a reason. It's perfect the way it is, and it's always unfolding for you in a way, even if you're not really sure of why in the moment, right? So how do we get out of these thinking patterns, right? How do we get out of self-doubt, procrastinating, and overthinking, right? Number one, I hope you have a pen nearby, because this is really noteworthy stuff that can totally change your life, right? So number one, take messy action consistently. When you have the thought, do it. People regret more of what they didn't do than what they did do. So just take messy action. That's always going to be a step closer. It's always going to get you a step closer to where you want to be versus not doing anything at all. So just get obsessed with taking action. Number two, think of the human on the other side. So when I'm doing these, I'm picturing all of you, all of your faces, holding your phones, watching me talk, right? I'm thinking about how the message that I'm saying right now can help you in your life right now. So by you doubting yourself or you waiting, if I never did this live, basically you, a human being, on the other side, you're missing out on sharing your gifts, your talents, right? You're missing out on reading or hearing my thoughts and ideas if I stay stuck in these thought patterns. I'm not able to change your perspective, right? So it's not about me anymore. I was going to change my shirt because I look like a hobo, but I was like, you know what, it's too late, let's go. Because this is not about me, this is about you. This is about your life and how you can up-level your life. Number three is ask questions. So these are all in order of the self-doubt, procrastination, and the overthinking. So number three is ask questions. Squash all your worrying and overthinking for the rest of forever by asking questions. Okay? Use phrases like, if I'm understanding correctly, or I feel like you're saying, or I'm thinking this. Be careful about being gullible or naive, but ask instead of assuming. You get the answer, and you don't have to overthink. You just have it. Okay? So give me what your biggest takeaway was in the comments here, or DM me. I'm really, really curious what stuck out to you the most, because we're going to wrap it up here, and I hope that was like a lot of value packed into and it's I love these kind of pullover sweaters. They're like my favorite. I hope there was a lot of value packed into 14 minutes for you, and I hope that it makes a difference in your life, and I hope you get moving on the right track. Yeah, the 4 agreements. Yep, The Secret, of course. Those are all really, really good ones. And I hope the 4 agreements, and especially this one is don't make assumptions, really changes the trajectory of your life. Take messy action. Exactly. Just do it. Just do it. You literally owe it to yourself and other people to share your gifts and your thoughts and your creations with the world. All right, with that, I'm going to wrap it up. If a few of you are typing, yep, I've read the 5th agreement as well. So if a few of you are typing, it might cut you off, I'm sorry, but finish typing really fast, or you can just DM it to me afterwards. But I'm going to wrap it up so I can turn this into an IGTV. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope this has made an impact in your night and you go to sleep thinking about, I could do that tomorrow. All right? Have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much. Bye!